Jen, listen to me.
What?
We have to figure out what's best for everyone here.
Everyone. Oh, you mean you, me, and the baby?
That's right.
We already know what's best.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we don't. I just think we really have to think about it before we make any big decisions.
What do we have to think about?
There's a lot of stuff to think about. I mean, we have to try to be realistic.
I'm having a baby. How much more real can you get?
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't get any more real than that.
Then what are you saying? What do you have to think about?
Look, why don't we go home and talk about this?
No. We're gonna settle this right here and right now.
Jen, come on, let's just go home.
Tell me. Are you gonna marry me or not?
Know who? Jen's carrying your baby, and you're in love with Natalie Buchanan?
Yes.
I thought you were in love with Jen.
I did too, Mom, but I don't know what happened. Something changed. Things changed. My feelings changed.
In my day, people didn't fall in and out of love so easily, especially when a baby was involved.
Wait a minute, Mom. It's not like I planned this. Natalie and I started out as just friends, and then somehow it turned into something more, much more, for both of us.
Mijo, that's the girl that helped Al Holden fake his paralysis. How could you even think that you could fall in love with someone who could do that?
I don't think that
Yeah, that's right. You don't think. Otherwise, you'd realize that there's nobody more sweet, more kind than Jen.
I'm gonna punish them all. Al won't be able to raise his own baby. Christian will be forced to marry me and raise someone else's kid without even knowing it. And Natalie will have to give up Christian forever. Each of them will get exactly what they deserve. Natalie, you scared me.
Who are you talking to?
You heard me?
It just sounded like you were saying something about someone getting what they deserved.
That's right, I did.
There's no one else here.
You're wrong, Natalie. There is someone else here. Me and Christian's baby. That's who I was talking to. You're laughing at me, aren't you? You think it's silly.
Not at all.
Oh, it's okay. I used to laugh at women who would talk to their unborn babies, too. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm actually pregnant, or it's that I suddenly feel so alone in it. But there's a person in here, a little helpless soul growing inside of me, depending on me.
Yeah, there is.
And I was just telling him or her not to worry. That they're gonna get everything in this life that they deserve. No matter what I have to sacrifice, everything's gonna work out. I just wish I believed all.
Natalie's not a bad person, Mommy.
No, she's just misunderstood. Look, I understand perfectly. She's very pretty, and she's very smart, and she's very seductive. But she's also very selfish, and she's using you.
No, she's not.
What kind of girl goes after another girl's boyfriend?
That's not what happened.
Oh, no?
Do you have any idea what kind of life Natalie's had? What she's had to overcome?
Well, if you want to feel sorry for her, feel sorry, but don't confuse pity with love.
What?
Christian, you've always had a very open heart. That's a quality in you that makes you so special. Ever since you were a little boy, you'd bring home every stray animal you could find. One time you even brought home a bug. Do you remember that? You said you felt sorry for it because it was all alone?
Yeah, well, you know what, Mommy? I'm not a little boy anymore, okay? I know the difference between pity and love, and I don't feel sorry for Natalie. I love her.
But you said you loved Jen, and you told me that over and over.
I thought I loved Jen, but this is different. But at least give Natalie a chance, huh? You changed your mind about Carrie.
Oh, please, don't even try to compare Natalie to Carrie.
Why not? You hated her too?
No. My problem was not with Carrie. My problem was with Carrie's father.
Look, if you just let yourself You get to know Natalie the way
Look,
I know her.
I know all I care to know about Natalie Buchanan. She's stealing you away from the mother of your child.
Mom, Natalie did not try to come between me and Jen. It just happened.
And you're willing to risk the life of your child for something that just happened?
Well, I could still be a good father to my baby.
Oh, don't be so sure. Look, how many times did you tell me over and over again that Jen was the best thing that ever happened to you? You told me she was so sweet, so wonderful. I can't believe that you're going to throw a girl like that away for this entremetilla.
Oh, wait a minute, Mom. Oh, good. Look, maybe Natalie did those things you said, but that's not who she is.
According to her?
No, according to me, your son. Natalie's smart, and she's sensitive, and she's kind, okay? And she's not like any girl that I've ever been with before.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that point.
Mommy, I'm telling you that I love her, that I want to be with her, that she's the one for me. Now, why can you understand that?
And I'm telling you that if you can abandon the mother of your child and throw yourself away on a heartless troublemaker like Natalie Buchanan, then you're no son of mine.
Here. But these days, people don't always get married just because they're having a baby.
And you think that's a good thing?
Well, it is if they don't love each other.
Look, Christian, you know I didn't agree when you moved in together. But when you asked her to live with you, you made a commitment to her.
I know that.
And she believed that you loved her and that this was leading to marriage. And so did I.
I know, and I did too.
So what happened? Why did everything suddenly change?
I don't know what happened. It just did.
You don't know, but I know. Things changed because Natalie made them change.
This isn't Natalie's fault,
Oh,
Mom.
now whose fault is it? Jen's?
No! But why does it have to be anybody's fault? It sure wasn't planned. Look, Mommy, I'm not saying that... I'm not blaming Jen, okay? But something changed between us. Jen changed. And at the same time, Natalie and I started getting closer together.
Oh, what a surprise.
As friends. I was helping her when Nikki Smith was trying to frame her for pushing Dr. Davidson out the window.
Yeah, you were helping her and she was helping herself.
Mom, things already weren't the same between me and Jen.
Mio, do you think that things were always the same between your father and I? Things change. That's part of a relationship. But you work through them. You don't walk away. Ay, Dios mío, what did Natalie do to you?
Wait a minute, stop blaming Natalie, come on. Mommy, I'm the one who went after her. I'm the one who forced her to admit that what she was feeling for me.
And the two of you were carrying on behind Jen's back?
No! Look, Mommy, as soon as we realized what we were feeling for each other, I knew that I needed to tell Jen, but when I went to tell her, she tells me she's pregnant.
So you couldn't have thought that Jen changed that much if you were kept making love to her all that time?
Well, I'm not saying that I don't care about Jen. I do care about Jen, but it's just not the same way that I care about Natalie.
But Natalie's not the one carrying your child, and Jen is.
What do you want me to do, Mommy? What do you want me to do? Be with Jen even though I don't love her? Is that what you want for me, to be with someone that I don't love?
Of course not.
Then what?
I told you that I'd never push you to something that you couldn't live with. But when Jen walked in that diner, her heart was breaking. And she was having all kinds of crazy thoughts.
What do you mean?
I mean, are you willing to risk losing that precious life the two of you created? Because that's what she's thinking of.
Why wouldn't things work out for your baby?
They just might not.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you and Christian both come from loving families, and yours has plenty of money, so your baby's never gonna want for love or anything else.
It's not that simple.
It seems to me it is.
You're Christian's friend, Natalie, and you're my friend now, too. Probably my best friend. Natalie, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ever since I told Christian about the baby, he's been acting so strange.
Well, he was probably just caught off guard. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't expecting this.
Well, I don't know that. I mean, I wasn't expecting it either. He's just acting so different.
He probably just needs to get used to the idea.
I'm getting this awful feeling he doesn't want to marry me.
Has he said that?
No, but when you know someone, the way me and Christian know each other.
I don't know what to say.
If I wasn't so sure that he loved me, I would have been more careful. You've seen us together. He could never keep his hands off me. He was always telling me how much I made him happy and how he wanted us to be together forever, have a family together. I always felt so safe with him. But now something's changed.
I'm sorry.
You're friends with them. Has he said anything? I mean, do you know what happened to make him pull away from me all of a sudden?
She's waving goodbye. She hasn't even...
Are you sure Christian's pulled away from you?
You're friends with them. You must know. Whatever it is, I can take it. I just have to know. Is it my fault? Is it something I did?
I don't think there's anything you could...
It must have been the jealousy, right?
What do you mean?
Before, when he was spending all that time with you. I mean, why couldn't I just realize he was helping a friend?
You know, I guess Christian probably was bothered that you didn't understand we were just good friends, but you know that.
Yeah, now I'm over it, and we've all become friends. Christian wouldn't use that against me, would he? Not after I've worked so hard to make things better.
I am not the person you need to be talking about this with. Talk to him.
You talk to him. I mean, you know him so well, maybe you could find out what's wrong.
I don't think that that's a very good idea.
You know what it's like to be raised without a father. You know how abandoned and neglected a child can feel.
It's not great. But you survive, and besides, sometimes it can't be helped.
Well, in this case, it can be helped. If Christian and I are unselfish enough to put our baby first.
I know that Christian does not want to be selfish.
And I don't want to have to explain to our baby that his father didn't love him enough to be there.
Christian would always be there for his child.
He's just acting so different. Are you sure you don't know why?
You really need to just talk to him, okay?
Natalie, I don't feel strong enough right now. If Christian won't marry me, I know what I have to do.
What are you saying?
Please, Natalie, talk to him. For me. For the baby.
Jen wouldn't get rid of the baby.
Are you sure?
I know she wouldn't. I'll talk to her.
She's very hurt, Christian.
Look, Mommy, I never told her that I wouldn't marry her.
No, you told her that you needed time to think.
And I do. Look, this all just happened. It's confusing, you know?
And how do you think that Jen feels? When she walked into the diner, she didn't want me to see how much pain she was in. But there are some feelings that you just can't hide.
You're disappointed in me, aren't you? You think there's only one right thing to do, and I'm not doing it.
Christian, like you said, you're not 6 years old anymore. I can't tell you what to do.
You didn't answer my question.
You're gonna have to answer that question for yourself. But I know what your father would have done in your shoes.
That is not fair.
Look, you love Jen. You say you still care for her.
It's not the same.
Your father would have taken responsibility. He would have put those other feelings aside. Because he would have recognized that there's somebody in all this that's more important than you, than Jen and Natalie. And that's the child. Your child.
You're right, Mom. The kid is what's most important. I know what I have to do.
Gracias a Dios.
But I want you to know, Mommy, I know Natalie and I were meant for each other.
People who are meant for each other don't have babies with other people.
I don't want to talk about this, Mom.
Mio, I know how hard this is to let go of somebody that you've just discovered that you have feelings for.
I really don't want to talk about this.
Honey, but I know. I know how much you're gonna love that baby. The same way that I love you.
Even when I disappoint you?
You never disappoint me. You make me angry sometimes, but you never disappoint me. You are the best son that any woman could ever ask for. And then you make me proud of you every single day. And that's never going to change.
I would not feel comfortable talking to Christian about something so personal.
You're so close, I thought you talked about everything.
Not everything.
Maybe you're right. Christian would never abandon his child.
Yeah, he's gonna be a real terrific father.
And no matter how he feels now, I'll never lose him. Because our baby will always bind us together. Keeping us together in every way that counts. Right? Isn't that right?
I hope you get everything you want, Jen.
Of course, because you're my best friend.
I've gotta go.
You just got here.
I forgot. I gotta do something.
Wait, Natalie, I know this is uncomfortable. But my mind, it's like a roller coaster right now. I mean, as Christian's friend, as my friend, you've gotta just try to talk to him for me, please.
I don't think I'm gonna be seeing Christian anymore.
Why not?
I just won't. I've gotta go.